What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the all-new 2025 Prizm World Cup First Offline Hobby Box from Panini. These dropped as a Dutch auction on Panini's website. Started at $700 and sold out around the $580 mark. Resale for these is between $700 and $800 at the moment. And as always, we're here to show you guys what this product's all about. So let's get right into it. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel, it really helps us grow, and helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that awesome stuff. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which also supports us in the long run as part of the eBay Partner Network. All right, actually, let me not open this just yet because I want to show you guys all the sides of the box. So there's the First Offline sticker. This is going to be a 12 by 12 format, 144 cards total. Here is the side. The other side should say exactly the same. There's some case hit information here and how many numbered cards you're going to get. Here's the bottom. It's not white. And then here's the back. You might want to pause this so you can see what you're getting yourselves into, but we will be getting into more detail on this here in a little bit. So let's actually do this. So yeah, we're getting 5 numbered cards per box. I can't for some reason bend that. I guess we're not going to do it. Let's get all the packs out. Oh, this is actually packed very differently. All the packs are usually like this. You're used to seeing like Panini hobby boxes, but all right, let's just put this in the back. So 5 number cards per box. You're getting an extra 6th numbered card as a blue shimmer out of 8 or gold shimmer out of 3. And we are going to be getting an SSP blue shimmer auto. Here's what they kind of look like up on the screen. And in addition to that, we are going to be getting at least 8 more unnumbered prisms as well. So the special thing about this box is the blue shimmer out of 8 or blue shimmer out of 3. You are going to be getting one of those per box on average. But yeah, here's a reference table on the screen for you guys to see the comparison and help with visualization with the parallels, and also a comparison to the regular hobby box as well. So 2 more parallels for First Offline. And in terms of print run, I'd say they made about 190 First Offline cases or so, and 3,000 cases of hobby. So in total, it's close to 3,200 cases combined. Initially, we thought it was like a lower print run than that because we didn't really maybe necessarily include the numbered inserts and stuff. But yeah, each case of First Offline is going to have 12 boxes inside, and the same goes for the regular hobby cases. But in terms of case hits, we do have the very popular Kaboom insert this time, but it's also on Chrome stock. So we weren't really expecting that. And so the sell sheet image showed like a traditional Kaboom background, but they actually don't have them. Here's what they actually look like. And in case you haven't seen a numbered one or gold, this is the first one that surfaced so far. And yeah, it looks really, really nice. And now I kind of understand why they put it on Chrome stock this time around. But in addition to Kabooms, we have Pitch Crowns and Continental Pride as our case hits as well. And not sure what they did with the rarity of Prismania, but according to the checklist, it looks like they made those as like semi-case hits at best. So this is kind of what they look like. And last but not least, our multi-case hits should be the Club World Cup trophy. I don't know how rare that's going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a multi-caser. And then Vertical Color Blast, which look like this, and those are usually like 1 in 10 cases. And then the new Color Blast duals right here, which we've seen in other sports. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. I think I have these aligned upside down, but here we go. Let me show you guys the back of the pack for all the pack aficionados, of course, just in case. There we go. So pack number 1. It's been a long time coming. There's been so many delays for this product, but here we are finally with pack number 1. Just look at this design. All right, Di Maria to start things off. Not sure if we're going to get a numbered card in this first one, but En Fuego is going to be our first insert, and then we have En Fuego Silver Barbosa. So a lot of teams that people are not necessarily going to be familiar with, but that's Club World Cup for you. 32 teams total. I think only 31 teams made it into the checklist. LAFC is not in the checklist, so that's like the only one. And then of course, I'm waiting to see one. I don't think we saw one just yet, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. There's our second silver. Let's put that over there, and then we have another insert. Actually, I'm going to separate the silvers from the regular inserts. All right, and there it is, our first unlicensed card. Unfortunately, this is PSG. I thought like Panini for sure had the license to like PSG or like at least Ligue 1 or the the French domestic league. But yeah, the 4 unlicensed teams obviously are going to be PSG, like we just saw. There's Bayern Munich, and I'm trying to think of the other 2, Seattle Sounders and Inter Miami, of course. So Inter Miami is going to be the biggest letdown because, you know, Messi chase. And I'm sure you guys saw the display image on the screen earlier. But here's our first numbered card, and it is going to be Joao Neves. Red Prizm, should be out of 199. That's what the back looks like. And just like we did in the Mega Box review. So for teams that are licensed, you'll see the team logo on the back. But for teams that are not licensed, you'll just see the Prizm World Cup logo. So, all right, here's another insert. It's going to be Kenan Yildiz and just a bunch of base here. Chelsea, Al Hilal, a lot of teams from different continents, which is a big plus in my opinion, because especially for a lot of these teams that never get sets on their own, it's nice to see them finally. And what is this? What is that parallel? We got something. Oh, I think it might be Pandora actually. There we go. Our first Pandora. This is not going to be numbered. You probably saw it on the table earlier. It's nothing too rare, but it is one of the nicer looking parallels, I want to say, non-numbered. There's our first team badge. These aren't going to be that rare as well. They're just regular inserts. But of course, the parallels are going to be pretty rare, especially gold vinyl 1-of-1s. So, hoping to see at least one of those in today's video. That'd be pretty crazy. Panini has used them as gold powers or gold vinyl out of 5 in the past, but there's our other silver. And yeah, especially these, especially the legendary talent inserts, if you get those as like parallels, those will look really, really nice. So I mean, just this silver off of the base looks so much nicer. Nice Schneider there. There's Griezmann base and Kiel Vatian. And if you do want to join a group break of this product, we have a case break running on the website right now, breakfastcards.com. Feel free to check it out. We will be ripping some hobby cases as well once that comes out. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some bangers from that first case, because I don't think we've seen an actual sealed case ripped just yet, maybe just single boxes. But here's Estevo on our Hyper, not numbered. Let's put that one with the Pandora over there. And then we have Simpson Poussey for Man City out of 125 purple. There was some mix-up happening with purples from Mega Boxes, and we had like purple Pandoras. It was like out of 25, and then purple glitters weren't supposed to be out of 25, but they all ended up being out of 25. There's Tyreek George, one of our maybe tier 2 rookies. So let's actually get into that. So the rookie class is maybe not going to be the craziest in the world, but let's, oh, I think that's our blue shimmer autograph. Hopefully it's a big name. Let's put that one to the back, save the best for last, assuming that it is one of the best. But we have Pedro here. Nice plain teal. Usually teal is, I never see teal like as a plain Prizm. It's usually like a Pulsar or Mojo or whatever, but so this is it's pretty interesting. All right, our lowest numbered card yet out of 99. But again, in terms of rookies, let's start off with tier 1. There's not one of those guys. It is going to be Rodrigo Mora by far, and then we have Ian Subiabre after that. And Elias Montiel is going to be the in-between tier at this point, just for how young he is, I guess. And then tier 2, we do have Tyreek George, who we saw earlier. And we have Gianluca Prestiani. What is this? Looks like we have a purple Pandora here. Prismatic Donnarumma insert. And it is going to be Kenan Yildiz. So these look actually really nice with the inserts. Is that our 4th number card? It is, out of 49. And we just have a bunch of base here. And yeah, for I think tier 3, or maybe the in-between tier, we do have William Gomez and Giuliano Simeone, for the sake of, you know, adding them somewhere, not in like tier 2, but like not tier 3. It looks like our exclusive blue shimmers here is going to be a purple team. Is that a good sign? I actually don't, I can't remember. What team is purple in this? I'm hoping. Let's take a look at the other numbered card, and then we'll reveal the blue shimmer. So Ceballos, this is going to be one of our maybe honorable mention rookies. You might have seen him up on the screen at this point. There's a Vlahovic out of 175. I'll sleeve that here in a little bit. And there's Harry Kane, the only card for Bayern Munich in this entire set. I think he has like some inserts as well. But all right, let's take a look at our blue shimmer out of 8. It's going to be a rookie. Who is that? What team is this even? It's going to be Khalid Asa. 2 of 8 for Al Ain FC. This is the team from the UAE. So we got a goalkeeper. We got one out of the way for you guys. So it is what it is. Can't win them all. We've pulled some nice cards recently, but you gotta pull bad cards to pull nice cards sometimes. All right, let's put this in the back for now because it is our blue shimmer, just for the sake of being blue shimmer. And you guys should see up on the screen at this point our tier 3 rookies and maybe even like honorable mentions. So I mean, those are going to be like way too far down the rookie totem pole in my opinion, but you never know. I mean, just look at Cole Palmer as an example. Like, he wasn't even on anyone's radar a few years ago when he was a rookie back in 2021, and he's like, everyone's chasing his rookie cards now. So it just goes to show how crazy things can be. And there's Fabio, another goalkeeper, out of 49 for Fluminense. And just a bunch of base. I can't wait to see what the auto is going to be. Hopefully we got an extra numbered card, because sometimes that does happen. But all right, here we go. Last 2 packs. A lot of base, of course. That's typical format for Prizm products from Panini. And we'll do a recap at the end, of course, and we'll talk about the rating and all the different aspects for the set. All right, now or never. Let's get like a case hit or something like that, hopefully. It looks like it's just going to be another Pandora, and it's going to be Fabio again with the super crimped bottom. Look at that. It actually kind of looks cool, but obviously it's very damaged as a card. But it does look, actually, I've never seen a card like that. That looks kind of sweet. All right, let's sleeve his purple Pandora at 49. This should be just all base. And that is going to be it. So let's see our auto, guys. Let's see our auto, and then we'll get into the rating. I think it's actually this way. Oh, we already did the flip earlier. Fingers crossed it is someone. Oh, is that going to be unlicensed? Oh, maybe not, actually. Who is this? Can we guess the player from the forehead? I was not going to guess that one. Marco Materazzi. If it's one player I would have not wanted to get, it is definitely this guy. So enjoy it while you can, guys, on the screen. He's not going to be on the screen for that long, but anyway, that's our blue shimmer auto. These are not numbered out of 8. These are the equivalent of like 8, usually plus or minus, I don't know, 10 or maybe 5, depending on the player. But yeah, those are SSP. Let's put that in the back. And yeah, let's do a quick recap here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 regular inserts. And then for silvers, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silvers. And we got the non-numbered Prizms. We have cracked ice, which has been very typical for hobby. We have hyper, and we have 2 Pandoras, one with a special crimped bottom. Looks kind of cool. And for number cards, I actually do think we got an extra one. Actually, which is actually not extra, because it's normal to get. No, we did get extra. Okay, I was trying to figure it out. So we got purple out of 125. We got purple Pandora out of 49. We have blue ice out of 175. That's our 3rd one. We have another purple Pandora. I'm guessing we got maybe an extra one because this is an insert, maybe, out of 49. And then out of 99 here with the teal, and a red unlicensed out of 199. And our 7th number card is going to be this bonus one from the first off the line box out of 8's blue shimmer. So how do we feel about this set, guys? I'll put up a rating on the screen while we talk about it. Starting with the design, as always. I honestly really like it. It's not the best design of the year or whatever, but it's different, it's unique. It goes really well with parallels. The gold vinyl chase is going to be like absolutely real in this set, and they're just going to pop on this design. So as gorgeous as gold vinyls are going to be, this is probably going to be the epitome. So base, inserts, autos, you name it, they made sure that they included as much as they could, which could be a bad thing depending who you ask. But for the most part, it is going to be a massive chase and very good for sales prices for the cards from this set. But in terms of base set size, not ideal, but for a tournament this big with that many teams, it is what it is. And price-wise, these first off-the-line boxes actually ended up higher than most people were expecting. So a lot of people weren't actually able to get boxes during the drop. And resale is going to be almost double what hobby boxes are expected to launch at. So the question is, should you get a first off-the-line box over hobby? And the answer is yes, only if you were able to get it at floor price before it's sold out. Otherwise, the only benefit is the added numbered shimmer out of like 8 or gold shimmer out of 3 and the SSP blue shimmer autos, which, you know, is still pretty good since you're not guaranteed a card numbered that low in hobby boxes, and you are getting an extra card in addition to hobby boxes. But First Offline has always been, you know, the hobby format that has like bonus content in it, so that's just very, very typical of First Offline, and obviously it is going to be more expensive, it just comes with the territory. And rookie-wise, it's a pretty narrow ceiling at this point since, you know, the only super promising rookie is going to be Rodrigo Mora, like we mentioned earlier. And, you know, anything can happen with rookies at the end of the day. That's why the whole concept of, you know, prospecting and rookie cards and chases is like very, very exciting. And it's just a shame that we have like some unlicensed teams in this set, especially Inter Miami, which is going to be a massive letdown, to be honest, since like Messi has a lot of cards in the set, inserts, base, autos, like you name it. And, you know, it all goes back to the licensing war between the card companies, you know, Topps, Panini mainly, but it is what it is. But yeah, way too many delays with this product. Once again, should have been released right before the actual tournament or at most during the tournament. So combine that with some unlicensed teams and we're going to have to take off points for the rating just from that aspect alone. But at least the good auto ratio is sitting at industry standard, if not slightly above. So that's always a plus. And, you know, plenty of big team case hits from these, which reduces the chase a bit for Color Blast and Kabooms. So you're not getting like filler Kabooms or Color Blast or whatever. But the true chases in this set are going to be the gold vinyl 1-of-1s once again that we mentioned earlier. So you're going to see a lot of crazy prices on the market once the full set comes out and a lot of those gold vinyls pulled. So a lot of names that obviously didn't play in the tournament, but most people won't really care in the market about that since those players' legendary status is just going to be like way too big for anyone to care. So can't wait to see some crazy gold Kabooms and green 1-of-1s as well. So if you see any, feel free to share some pictures on our Instagram or Discord, and hopefully the hobby boxes get released sooner than later because the delay has just been extremely disappointing at this point. But yeah, just going to leave it at that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.